Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Dwight here. I know it's been a minute since I did an angel number video, but you guys, when I tell you I have been working, it's been all good things, all good things, even with the trials and stuff like that. But, anyways, this is not about me. I have a message for you all, and it's angel number 97. So, if you've been seeing this number, before I get started, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and share. But most importantly, I hope that you get something from the message, especially if it resonates with you. And if it doesn't resonate with you right now, but you happen to come across this video, save it. Because at some point in time in the near future, it might, it may will. It may just, resonate with you. Anyways, I'm not gonna take up too much of your time. I like to try to make my videos clear and concise, and then I end up getting long-winded, and I end up just kind of going down a hole. you know, I guess the teacher in me, or whatever you want to call it, the teacher in me begins to come out. And that's a great segue into the message behind angel number 97. So you ready? So angel number 97 wants to encourage you to continue on your divine path, but it also really wants to encourage you to be open to different opportunities and expanding your spiritual awareness, your spiritual horizon. Some of you out there may may be starting to see that people come to you for guidance, right? Not just necessarily any old guidance, maybe spiritual guidance, right? So you all beginning to see that, what, people are actually, coming to me, and you're starting to notice that you have these gifts, these talents, and these abilities, and your intuition is kind of kicking in, your instincts kind of kicking in, however you want to say it, fellas, it's starting to just really kind of kick in your discernment, you know, and you're starting to really begin to see that, man, you know what, I'm being led to do this, I'm being led and called to leadership, or I'm being led to open up a spiritual practice, or if I'm already in practice, just kind of expand what I'm offering, or just this spiritual awareness, in general. And that's what your angels are encouraging you to do. They're like, you know what? Yes, this is the time for you to be able to do that. It is important. And again, while you're living your life, yes, continue to live your life, continue to live the best life that you possibly can. But do be wise to not neglect your spiritual side. Listen, it is so easy to be able to fall into that trap of just neglecting that spiritual side, especially if you're someone like me. You just kind of, you don't necessarily want to, you don't want to rock the boat, you just kind of want to go with the flow, you just kind of want to get what you need to get. You don't like to, create waves. You just want to be able to be right here in your zone, in your own little world, get your little piece of the pie and do what you need to do. And your angels are encouraging you that that's great and that's good and all, but it doesn't require you to give up your spirituality in order for you to be able to do that. And that's the important thing too. And I get it. You don't want to be looked at crazy. You don't want to be looked at like one of these people that you see on the internet, doing all this here, like this prophesying. You don't want to look like that, right? And I get it. And the angels get it too. And that's why they're telling you and encouraging you to, to just be who you are when you do it. Spirituality is not one of them things where you just have to kind of be a certain kind of way. You got to rock crystals. You got to do all these different types of things. If that's not who you are, then that's just not who you are. The people that you have a message for, the people that you're going to lead, you're going to guide, they're going to come to you for who you are. You're not going to be required to have to do all these other things and make yourself seem hyper spiritual and make yourself do these things. You don't have to do that. You just have to be who you are and be truly connected. And that's the thing, you'll be surprised at how many spiritual people look just like you and me. They go to work every single day. They suit and tie, you'd be surprised. And they just as spiritual as some of the gurus out there. But the thing is that that's just who they are, right? Allow people to just be who they are. If people like to rock crystals and stuff like that, listen, do you know how hard it is, how long it takes you to be able to actually understand the meaning and the significance behind each crystal that these people are wearing? Do you understand that takes time, dedication, effort, and you have to be educated on that stuff. You have to learn, you have to be knowledgeable, you have to have experience. It takes time for people to be able to get to that level. These aren't just something that they just going to pick up a crystal and they're just going to put something on. This is things that people have studied for, because why? That's who they are. That's what they like to do. That's what inspires them. So you have to get to and figure out what inspires you. And that's another message behind angel number 97 too. So I'll segue in there. In you doing this and you focusing also on your spirituality and your spiritual journey and your spiritual awareness, that's also going to help you figure out who you are, right? And your true divine purpose is leading you closer and closer to that. Many of us are probably struggling trying to figure out who we are, right? And we have an idea, a general sense and a general idea, but we don't really just necessarily know exactly who we are, right? And we're on that process, and that's an evolving journey, and that's okay. Long as you kind of know the essence of who you are and who you want to be. And that's another meaning behind message angel number 97 too, is that it's important that you also remember that you are in control of your destiny, right? You make the choice. You have to make that choice, come into agreement and things like that. But you, at the end of the day, the choice is yours. You have to make that choice. Just like I had to make the choice to be able to get up on here and decide to say, okay, you know what? I'm going to make this video. I'm going to put all that I got to the side right now, and I'm going to make this video, all that I got going on to the side right now. My apologies, I'm getting down as I'm speaking to you all. But also, too, that's another, you see how it's just kind of just flowing? Because, listen, on this journey, you will have trials, you will have tribulation, and it's important that you persevere and you practice endurance during this time, and that you do not give up. No matter what you got going on, do not give up. Okay? Because it gets tougher, it gets harder, the road gets rougher, the closer you get to your goal. Okay, so just remember that if you don't take anything else from this video, do not give up. Practice endurance, practice perseverance. Do not give up. Once you make up your mind and you decide what it is that you want to do, you need to do it. You need to do it. You need to go all in, and don't be afraid to take chances. Don't be afraid to make mistakes at this time. Listen, that is how you learn. That is how you grow. That is how you gain knowledge. You hear what I'm saying? That's how you do those things. That's how you gain it. It's okay. Now, I'm not going to say go out there and make just crazy, silly mistakes. You can make calculated mistakes. You know what I mean? You can think about it and say, okay, you know what? I don't know, but let me try to see if I can create a buffer. And even if you can't create a buffer, just do a risk assessment, do a quick risk assessment, if you can, and just go for it. And just know, God, when you follow your intuition, your instinct, God is not going to lead you into something that he can't get you out of. And that's going to cause you so much detriment that you're going to be like, oh man, I don't know what I was thinking. And also, because I know some people may feel like, oh, I feel like I was led to go help this person and we was going to be together and stuff like that. No, that's not true. That is, you're not going to be led to go be in a relationship with someone who is toxic and going to, just create chaos and disturb your peace to the point where you're now becoming toxic. That's not God. Now, you're not being led by God to go and do anything like that. You've been led by your flesh, and sometimes that's what you want God to tell you. You know what I mean? And it's okay. I done been there. I have been there. And see, that's another reason why you really need to get in tune with that and figure out who you are, because what that's going to do, that's going to help you not to want to go attach yourself to these negative people when you're actually wanting to help people and doing it from a safe place that's not so self-sacrificial. You have to self-sacrifice in order for you to be able to help, right? And you got to get real with yourself. Are you in this relationship with this person because you really just love this person and you want to help this person? Or are you in this relationship because you feel like if you help this person, maybe you can get some kind of help, or maybe, just maybe, they'll see you for who you really are and who you feel like you want to be, and that they'll be indebted to you and they'll want to treat you kind and they'll want to do these things for you. And in actuality, that's a level of control and manipulation, and it also comes from a place of hurt and just a place of brokenness inside of you, that you would want to even much think that would be cool, that you would want to go save somebody. It's like, okay, I'm going to help you, and in turn, you're going to love me. No, 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 it doesn't work like that. I'm telling you. And that's a path heading straight to and for destruction. I'm telling you. Because I done been there. And let me tell you something. Destruction, it ain't cool. It ain't pretty. It's not this rising phoenix and I'm just coming up out now. It's pain. It's hurtful. You lose everything. You feel shameful. You feel foolish. But anyways, I hope this message resonated with you all. And if it does, just kind of let me know in the comment section what you think. And again, I hope that you got something from this message, and I hope that it reaches whoever it needs to reach, and it helps whoever it needs to help out. And I know I got a little hype there at the end, but that's because the person that needed to hear that part needed to receive that message just like that. Peace.